Hello, this is Joe, and welcome back to my channel. In the last trading session on December 6th, let's take a quick look at the broad market performance. The Nasdaq 100 ETF and the S&P 500 ETF are still trending upwards, but the Dow Jones Industrial Average seems to be struggling. The Nasdaq 100 and S&P 500 have been climbing almost non-stop for the past several trading days. Given that the Dow Jones and the small-cap Russell 2000 ETF are struggling recently, we should be cautious about taking on any long positions in the broader market. However, as we will see later, there are still specific stocks that I believe present good buying opportunities. Let's take a look at the stocks we have been following lately. First up is Snowflake, which rose by a slight 0.32% on Friday. The chart for Snowflake still looks bullish overall. However, there might be a small pullback in the near future. If that does happen, I believe it would open up a very good opportunity to buy the stock. Despite the potential for a short-term pullback, I still think there are good long-term growth prospects for Snowflake. Next up is COM. The uptrend continues. The chart looks bullish. After spending some time consolidating around the $1.97 level, it looks like COM is going to renew its upward momentum soon. If you are currently holding COM, I suggest you continue to hold on to it as the stock appears poised to move higher. The consolidation phase appears to be nearing an end, and the bullish trend could resume in the near future, potentially providing further gains for investors who maintain their position. Next, let's look at ONON. It dropped by 2.91% on Friday, and the chart now looks a bit dangerous. It looks like the uptrend has come to a pause. I have been warning you in my past several videos that a pullback is imminent and you should lock in your profit. If you have been following my advice, should be doing fine. Right now it's still not too late to sell your position. I recommend you to stay away from ONON in the short term. There are plenty of other opportunities out there. Turning to Albemarle, it rose by 3.82% on Friday. The chart continues to look very bullish. As I said in my previous videos, I believe Albemarle is a good long-term hold and you shouldn't be scared by the short-term volatility. It is actually very common before the start of an uptrend. Right now, almost all investors who bought ALB bought it at a price less than 112. In fact, the majority bought in the 87 to 107 region. Therefore, the stock has not really taken off yet, and I think it is still not too late to buy ALB now. Next up is Shopify. The chart for Shopify starts to look bullish again. It has decisively broken out the resistance at 115. From a technical point of view, I think right now is a good opportunity to buy. It is having a nice uptrend consolidation breakout pattern. Next up is Shift4 Payments. The stock continued to rebound on Friday, but it is usually not a good idea to buy soon after a huge red bar as the volatility can be high and the direction unclear. I would personally wait a few days to see if the recovery is convincing before considering a buy. While Shift4 Payments has seen some positive movement, there may still be some uncertainty surrounding its near-term trajectory. Right now, I still recommend you to stay cautious with Shift4 Payments and consider exploring other investment opportunities that appear more stable and promising. Next is United Airlines. UAL stock price continues to trend upwards. So far, the chart does not look very dangerous, suggesting the upward momentum may persist. If you have UAL in your portfolio, you can consider holding onto it as the stock may keep going up in the near future. However, it's always wise to monitor the situation closely and be prepared to adjust your position if the market conditions change. Next is Boeing. As I mentioned previously, Boeing may experience a short-term pullback in the near future. While this downward movement is currently unfolding, I don't believe there is significant room for the stock price to decline further. Instead, I anticipate Boeing may spend some time consolidating or trading sideways. In fact, I view this pullback as a favorable opportunity to build or add to a position in Boeing. The company has faced numerous challenges in recent years, but I believe its long-term prospects remain promising, and this temporary dip presents an attractive entry point for investors. Regarding TDOC, the stock price appears to be stabilizing around the $1.11 level. The chart is exhibiting a constructive consolidation breakout and pullback pattern. I believe this is an excellent time to consider buying TDOC. In my opinion, the stock has the potential to reach the $1.13 to $1.14 range in the coming weeks or months. If you have been on the sidelines and are looking for a compelling buying opportunity, I would strongly encourage you to take a close look at TDOC. Next is FSLY. Our prediction about FSLY is proven correct again. It rose by a massive 9.77% on Friday. If you have been following my advice, you should have made some very handsome profit on FSLY. I think it is just the beginning as the chart still looks very bullish. I recommend you to continue to hold FSLY for the time being. I won't be surprised if the price hits 12 very soon. Next is SoFi Technologies. It bounced by 2.36% on Friday. It may not seem much, but the chart shows a very interesting pattern. The lower shadow is very long, which means the demand for SoFi is still pretty high and lots of investors are willing to buy SoFi at the moment. Given that, I suggest you to continue to SoFi for the time being. It is possible that the uptrend will resume in the near future. Next is Upstart. The chart for Upstart starts to look bullish again. There were massive short selling on November 8th. But short sellers are unable to push the price below 70 despite their effort on November 11, 12, 13, and most recently December 2. If you are holding Upstart, I recommend you to continue hold it. It is possible that the uptrend for Upstart will resume soon. Next is FSLY Aviation. Although it continued to drop, I think it actually creates a very good opportunity to buy. The uptrend is still intact. The support at around 150 is getting near. So be prepared to start nibbling into FSLY if it touches that level, as I believe it will bounce off from there and resume its uptrend. However, do not deploy all of your capital at once, as there is still a chance it could drop further before bouncing. It looks like a normal pullback, but there is a slight possibility that it could turn into a deeper correction. Next, we have Unity. The price of Unity continued to rise. The chart looks very bullish. It is possible that the price may pull back a little bit in the short term, but I believe the medium-term outlook for Unity is very positive. If you are holding Unity, keep holding it. If you want to buy Unity, it is still not too late. Unity has decisively broken out its long-term downtrend. Moving on, let's take a look at Newell Brands. The chart for NWL still looks very bullish. If you have been following my channel, you should have bought NWL a while ago and made nice profit. I maintain that the short-term target is around 11.5 and we are just at the beginning of the new uptrend. It is still not too late to buy into NWL. This is a stock that I believe will do very well in the months to come. Next up is PAGS. The stock continues to drop. If you look at the chip distribution, there are still a lot of investors who bought PAGS above 10, stubbornly holding their position. Until the supply is cleared, the stock will have difficulty mounting a meaningful rebound. However, I believe we will not have to wait for long for them to sell, and this is exactly the intention of the recent volatility. So keep a close eye on PAGS. Good buying opportunity may show up soon. Finally, we have Atlas Energy Solutions. Looks like the bears are winning at the moment. I expect the bulls and bears continue to fight in the next week. I would suggest you to keep a close eye on the chart and be prepared to take action depending on how the situation unfolds. I will also keep watching this stock. That's it for today. If there are any other stocks you'd like me to analyze in future videos, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more analysis and insights. Until next time, stay informed and happy trading.